Hey guys, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. Today I'm bringing you a unique top 5 here on the Buckholz location. We have a customer, Brian, here, and we're going to give you his top 5 plants, top 5 trees. I asked him as he was walking around looking at the garden, and he's like, sure, I'll jump in a top 5. So Brian, I really appreciate you jumping in. How long have you been growing Japanese maples?
I've been a homeowner for 20 years. So it's essentially when you buy a home, you gotta fill the garden up. You got to fill the property up with beautiful trees. I'm a tree guy. I love Japanese maples above all trees. So I started my collection about 20 years ago.
And you're from Troutdale, Oregon, right?
Yeah,
so what's the gardening zone like that for people who are not from the area?
Don't know the exact number, okay? But I do know it's hot summers and it can be wicked cold winters with some really, really bad east winds ripping at 40, 50 miles an hour. So you got to keep the trees somewhat smaller because the east winds will just rip the tops of these trees off. So I prefer smaller Japanese maples.
All right, guys, that's Brian. We're going to get into his top 5 plants. Most of them are maples. I hear there's one non-maple in this. That's where we're keeping his top 5 trees, top 5 plants. All right, so which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's start with me and my lady's favorite tree, Japanese maple. It's the autumn moon. And the reason we like it so much is because the autumn moon is not just gold. It has the blush variant on the top. And you can't beat that combo of that apricot and the yellow, in my opinion. I just love that combination. I love the structure of it. I have I've lost 2 of them, but I have another one I just planted this season. It's always on the top of my list, and it's something that catches my eye, catches everybody's eye. So that's what's one of the top 5 for sure for me.
Now, how much sun can you give autumn moon where you're at? Do you have to give it some protection from the hot afternoon sun?
Yes, I have it tucked in underneath another large Acer palmatum that we don't know exactly what it is, but it's huge. But it gets filtered sun, and I'm hoping that filtered sun is going to really enhance the apricots where it's not getting fried during this hot summer sun. Because I don't know if it can get fried, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it might. So.
It's definitely one that we're at in Western North Carolina. We have to grow it with some protection from the hot afternoon sun. I was surprised. Talon has one planted right near the office. Mm-hmm. He says he got that from Dell Lauk's sister who had a nursery in the area. And, these grounds actually came from J.D. Veritrees. So originally when I was looking at it, I was thinking, did he get this from J.D. Veritrees? It is a J.D. Veritrees introduction.
Okay.
He doesn't take credit for it in the book on Japanese maples, but he's the one who registered the cultivar and introduced it into the trade. And it is a beautiful coloring Acer shirasawanum.
Absolutely stunning. It's one of my faves.
It's got some great just full moon traditional leaves. It's got some good malting colors across it all throughout the season. On top of lime green. And it has some amazing fall colors as well. Typically, we can get some really nice shades of just pink reds in there that are exquisite. So I think Autumn Moon is a great choice.
I love it. I love the Blue Moon too, but currently I own the Autumn Moon, so we're going to go with the Autumn Moon for right now. But Blue Moon someday might replace it. We'll see. We'll see how this one how it grows. Right.
So what do you have coming up next?
Okay, so my next one is another golden color. I know you like it too, summer gold.
Oh,
summer
great.
Gold for me is just like the most beautiful yellow, just pure yellow of the Japanese maples, of the smaller leaf. And I've only had it for about 4 or 5 years now, but the seed pods that come on top, just the contrast with that bright yellow with the dark, bright red seeds, I love it. So I hope to God I own that thing for a long time. I hope it gets huge too. So it's a beautiful, striking tree. Everybody who sees that goes, that's cool looking. So.
I love summer gold. Y'all know in almost every video I say pair this other tree with summer gold because the yellow contrasts with everything. It's going to be a standout in everyone's garden, and it can handle a lot of sunlight, more so than many of other yellows. 6 to 8 foot in 10 years. It makes it an easy tree for most people's garden. It's got good red fall color. And once it's established, you might see a little burn when it's first getting established, but it can handle a lot more sunlight, which is super impressive for a yellow.
Absolutely. You can't beat it for summer, for a yellow color. You just can't beat it. It is the brightest of all yellows for from what I own so far. Right. You know, the collection is still collecting. It's still building, so we'll see.
All right. So I hear that there's a tree that's on your list that you just got.
Yes. So Strawberry Spring. I didn't get it until it's already starting to fade a little bit. But even though it's fading a little bit, it's still an exceptional color. I seen one here in the garden. It caught my eye even pulling in the parking lot without even getting out of the car. It caught my eye, and I'm like, I think that's a Strawberry Spring, because that is absolutely beautiful. And I'm hoping that, you know, I can move this thing, because you say put them in pots, move them around the property, and see where it excels. And that's what we're in the process of doing right now. I got it in part sun, part shade right now. And so we're going to kind of move it around the property over the next 2 years, and then it's got to go on the ground in 2 years. So I absolutely, the thing I like about it is it's completely different than any other color. It's just, it's a faded pinkish green that is just so unusual. I absolutely love it. So, and I know you said it's part of the Ghost series.
Yeah, it's part of what we call the new Ghost, because it got that, it has that reticulation, but Talon introduced it after he named many of the trees Ghost. And he said he wasn't going to be naming, you know, a lot of the trees with that Ghost name, even though eventually Dark Ghost came out, and then he also introduced Ghost Cascade. But it's got that ghost-like feel. And it's a tree that can give you just some amazing, just like strawberry baby pinks,
Yes.
which is
Stunning.
awesome.
Stunning.
And Guy Malo, who has one of the largest collections of maples in the world, we've got one of the largest collections. He's got one. Cor Van Gelderen has one. Dick Vandermatt had one, and then Masayoshi Yano had one in Japan. Among those collections, you know, and he says this possibly may be Talon Buckholz's best introduction yet to date. So I definitely think that
I own it.
Yeah, it's definitely got some intense colors on it.
So there was two in the store, and I saw it, and I'm comparing them and going, I don't know which one to pick because they're both so perfect. And when I got it home, I looked up online, went to MrMaple online. I'm looking at the pictures, and you guys have a whole video of it. And I'm like, I think I made the right decision, because it was that or Nebula. And I'm like, oh, Strawberry Spring. I can't wait for that thing to mature over the next 2-3 years, so I can find a perfect spot in the yard for it.
All right, so what do we have next?
Okay, the last one was, I have a Mikawa Yatsubusa, and I have it, and it's all very uniform in shape, in size, in shape. It's a rounded, it's shaped like a what do you call it? A weeping maple, because the way it's shaped, but it doesn't weep, of course, but it's just this globe. It doesn't have these arms shooting out everywhere. So it's one of the most unique Mikawas I've ever seen in anybody's yard or any picture, because it has just this globe, a globe shape to it. And it's spectacular. And not to mention, it's got to have 1,000+ seed pods on it. And hopefully someday I can, try to get some seedlings off of that thing. And I'm hoping to get, delve into that hobby next. So we'll see.
Oh, that's definitely,
it's a beautiful, beautiful specimen.
That's definitely some fun things to do, is start going through Mikawa seedlings. I think while I'm here, I've already shot one video on some of the Mikawa seedling variations we're finding. We've got a bunch of them down some of the greenhouses down the hill. You have to go check those out. But
I'd love to.
This Mikawa Yatsubusa is so unique in itself. The tightly laying structure, the bones I like layering habit, and the durability. It's off the charts. You get some green color, some good red fall color. That's an amazing plant. I love it. While you're here, I think you said earlier you were up taking a photo of the Mikawa up there earlier in front of the giant Mikawa we have here at Buckholz Nursery.
Yeah. That is one of the most spectacular maples I have ever seen anywhere. I mean, that thing looks like it's 100 years old. I don't know how old it is, but it's unbelievable. And we took a picture of it just because I got to have a picture of that thing. It's stunning. And the size of it is unreal, because every Mikawa you see is about that big. It's up to your hip, and you can literally hold it. And that thing, it's like the size of my house practically. And it's amazing. It's an amazing tree. And the one thing I like about Mikawa, especially the one I own, it's the first to leaf and the last to lose all its leaves. It was the last maple in all of Troutdale, where I live, to lose its leaves. And I'm just like, how is this thing holding on? I mean, I'm talking 1 or 2 weeks past Thanksgiving. I was like, I just don't understand. The color, the fall color is good, but The spring chartreuse that come out are even that much better. Love it.
All right. And lastly, we have a non-maple. So what's your non-maple on the list?
My non-maple, I bought it a long time ago. It's got to be, I think I've even transplanted it 2 or 3 times in the garden, is a Chief Joseph. The color of a Chief Joseph in the wintertime, when all the leaves off of my maples are gone, the color is unbelievable. It is the most brilliant of any yellow for a pine that I've ever seen. I've heard a lot of stories about where the hikers went up into the Molaba Mountains, found this tree, cut it or dug it out of the ground, and found it in somebody's front yard years later, and over in the town of Joseph. I've heard a lot of different stories, but everybody who drives past my house, and you can see how they slow down in the wintertime when it's in its glory, its yellow glory. Everybody says, what is that? They all want to know what it is, because it is so unusual. And when there's not a lot of them in the neighborhoods, there's only a few. And you can always, if you're a tree guy like me, you always know where they're at. You drive by them all the time. And this one is so golden. I just can't get over it, how beautiful it is. So that's my favorite pine.
That's one of my favorite pines too. We've got a few of them over here in the blue conifer forest, giving just a beacon of light, of yellow, especially in that blue conifer garden. They stand out. Contrast with everything. I love the color yellow, and I couldn't say enough good things about the colors that Chief Joseph can provide.
It's just the wintertime, the addition that it gives to your property or your landscape is it's unmatched for the wintertime. I just can't believe how beautiful it is. So,
well, y'all, that's been Brian's top 5 trees. We appreciate you joining in today as you're walking around the garden.
Guys, I really appreciate it. I mean, I've been watching your guys' videos for years now, and I can't believe just by chance you guys are here. And I just happened to pull in, and there's Tim walking down the road, and I'm just like, hey, there's Tim. Look at that.
Well, y'all,
nice to meet you.
Make sure to subscribe here. It's nice to meet you too.
Absolutely.
Like this video, share it with your gardening friends. Take care, God bless, and have a great day, y'all.
Thanks, you guys.